drop-in tub, freestanding tub, if you will. Drop-in, freestanding, whatever. I got to drop the drain in. One of the problems I've had over the year, well, a lot of problems, these tubs sometimes are made of China. They're different places, and plumbing them in both with the freestanding fill valve as well as the plumbing here is a little problematic. It's been a lot problematic. It's been extremely problematic because what you normally end up with is this very flimsy flex hose, which I ended up with. I think it's 6 foot long or something. And you're supposed to use that hose to somehow retrofit into your 1.5 inch drain. I've not figured out a way to do that, nor do I trust the hose because it's very flimsy, and if you ever had a clog, you would have a very difficult time trying to snake out that flimsy little hose. So I threw that away right off the bat. They have a outlet which the hose was actually attached to, and this cap was at the bottom. So the hose was attached to that, and this is a plug because this plug was attached to the bottom and the hose was here. So I simply took that off and put it on the side here because I want to plumb straight down. So the plumbing in your floor usually consists of a tailpiece of different length, and then you have a compression fitting on the top which you snug down really well, make sure it's the right one. Normally I don't have anything to show you except for this Studer valve thing that was taken out from the sink behind me, but normally you would have a very similar setup like this, where you would how would I say, do the best you could. This part here would be glued in after the fact. You would have this opening, this 1.5 inch opening, and then this part here would be attached to here because you can't get under here. There's no knockout, there's nothing here where you can get your hands under there and tighten these rings. So these rings have to be tightened prior to, right? And know that it's watertight, which is why you do the dry fit first, to make sure that it's watertight and that it's going to fit. You do this really snug, you do that really snug, and you could even put some Teflon tape on there if you kind of feel a certain way, because once you get it in there, you're stuck. This piece here would glue now into this piece on final installation, which is really kind of sketchy because it takes 3 people. One person is going to have to put some primer and glue on both of these on this connection here, and make sure that you're going into, you know, the hole that you have cut out in the floor. The other 2 people are going to have to lift the tub up and put it down. So it's always thrown me, it's very, very, very difficult process to make sure this tub goes in correctly with the way that, you know, there's probably half a dozen different ways that I've skipped, but that's the most common way that you would have. Anyway, I discovered very recently, because I was thinking about this issue for the last couple of days now. I'm not even anywhere near ready to install because I don't even have tile on the floor, but I have to do the pre-plumbing first. The pre-plumbing is key to how everything goes in. So the beauty of that design, and I actually found one at Ferguson Plumbing here locally in Atlanta, and here's the direction. It's very, very easy. So basically what you're doing is you're putting, I'm going to call this a funnel for lack of a better term, but the idea is ingenious that they came up with this little funnel contraption, and then the tile goes over the funnel once the funnel is actually anchored to the ground and plumbed in and all that stuff, and then the cap, this is called a knockout cap, and the cap comes out, and then your tailpiece just slides down in there by virtue of a little grease that they send you. So everything comes inclusive in this package. I'll get rid of that. Including the little mud guard, and it's pretty cool they got the mud guard. They have the different 2 tail pieces that come with it. I'll be using this one. It comes with a template for your floor, so you can cut out your wood subfloor. Comes with a little package of grease that you're going to need, and of course all the pieces that you need. In fact, I ordered a tailpiece separately when I went to Ferguson, and I'm like, never mind. Once I opened the box, I realized I didn't need it. Yeah, so that gasket's going to go right up inside of there, which I already know is 100% watertight. So it's just it's, you know, necessity is the mother of invention, and I'm assuming there's some guy out there, some plumber, that got tired of the old way to set these freestanding tubs, got fed up with it, and decided, you know, that he's going to market this thing. I'm sure there's different manufacturers. I think this one is called Signature Hardware. Signature Hardware. It's not a sponsored video. I'm just saying that there's probably other ones out there, but that's what this one is. And so that tail piece is, I believe, 8 or 9 inches long. And so what you would do with that grease, you just grease up that tail piece a little bit. Then you grease up the other side. Let me show you the other side. It's so, so wonderful. Oh, by the way, it comes with a 2-inch. It comes with a 2-inch. Kind of dry fit this already. Pipe connection, but we don't have 2-inch for tubs. We have 1.5 inch, so it comes with the hub. That part right there is the hub. So that comes in the box, which is beautiful. I love that. Then I went ahead and cut that down so I could kind of dry fit. And there's my P-trap. So I have this piece of wood that was already predetermined that I was going to do it the other way, the more difficult way. And now that I don't, I'm going to have to use that template and cut out this circle that they're wanting you to cut out. But that will just simply drop down inside there once I cut out that part of the circle. That will drop down in there and get glued. Actually, that part, all this part will be glued to the subfloor. The tile and all that stuff will go around it, as you just saw in that picture. So, you know, when I get to the tiling part, well, the Durarock and the tile has to go on first. And so once I get to that part, I'll just kind of make a, so that this will be free and clear. But the beautiful thing about this, see this knockout? When you're ready, when everything is plumbed in or cut out, glued in, ready to go, you just simply pull this knockout and get some channel locks and kind of wiggle that around and pull it out. And that's why I call it a funnel, because as you're struggling to try and get it in the hole, right, this is guiding you. This part is just kind of guiding you down to where you need to go into the hole, right? So the pipe's going to go right into the hole there. There is a gasket in there, which I can't show you now because I've got all the knockout and stuff like that. But there's a gasket in there. So besides putting a little bit of grease on that down, the what do you call it, the pipe over there, you're going to grease that gasket a little bit. And then once the tub is ready, once it's ready to go down and everything is final, then it just drops right down into the hole, and that's it. Just necessity is a mother of invention, and this was needed a long time ago when they started making these acrylic tubs. This was definitely needed a long time ago. Anyway, I just discovered it. I thought I'd share it out there because I just think it's a wonderful, wonderful way to not have guys like me cursing. I don't curse at my customers, but it really does throw you. So that is perfectly plumbed in exactly where I want it. I might have to cut a little bit of that extension pipe that I put up there. But that's pretty much exactly where I want it. And then, as I said before, with that tail piece greased up and the gasket greased up, you just pull this knockout and you just slide it right in there. Beautiful. Does it come out? And does it stay waterproof if you pull the tub out? I don't know. I didn't find any information on that. But yeah, you know, when you're in a pinch, trust me, some of these issues that come about in my job, I tend to think about at night, and it bothers me. I've been thinking about this conundrum that I'm in and not wanting to tackle it for the last couple of days. And then this morning I had this epiphany, went online, saw a couple of videos of this product, and went out and bought it. I think it's $1.70 for everything that's in the box. So a little pricey, but it is definitely needed and definitely appreciated. That's the back end of it, the bottom end. This is a ribbed gasket. So it's not just one gasket, it's a ribbed compressed gasket. So when that pipe slides down there, and that is the hub that reduces that from 2 inches, and it has to be glued in down to 1.5 inches. Whoop, almost missed that. Once it's tiled, comes with a couple of pipes that go in there. And you're blocking off that one that was meant for that cheesy noisemaker, because that's all it is a noisemaker. So the instructions say to, I don't think it specifies if you're greasing the pipe or you're greasing the gasket, but there's enough. Let's do both.
All right.
Yeah, I think we have enough to go on both the pipe, because I think this is where it's going to bottom out at. And
Well, this is where we're going to need it too.
wear down at the bottom.
I think the whole length of the pipe, because it's going to slide
Really?
past that rubber grommet.
I gotta
right?
lube the whole pipe?
Lube the whole thing.
What if I don't have enough lube?
Well, hopefully you got some spit.
Right. I'm gonna do the gasket though, because I think the gasket's gonna cover everything.
I think so too.
Yeah. And there's enough. Lubing the rubber. Yeah, so we did the measurement on this, and the measurement is from the floor is 6 inches. Sorry, from the bottom of the drain to the top of the floor is 9 inches, and this is only 6 inches going in. So, you know, we still have 2 or 3 inches of room that we don't have to worry about. So this is the top of where the legs are, and then it just slides right inside. And I don't recall that the instructions say that you can ever take it out again. I think that would be problematic if you ever tried to do that, but it's a wonderful solution to a problem I've run into half a dozen times in the past, trying to get everything lined up prior to all the tile and everything going down. So it's a great product.
I think we can grab this thing and look.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, this is
Very easy. So easy.
Need a little resistance. There it goes.
There it goes. That's it. That's it. Wow. Wow.
Seriously?
Seriously? That's supposed to be watertight?
That's scary.
That is scary. We'll do a little flood test.
Wow.
Yeah, right? Your ceiling will decide whether or not
They will.
Yeah.
Wow. Was that saying it was too good to be true?
That was too easy.
Wow. It's worth every penny if it's that easy.
Exactly.
It's impressive.
Yeah. Worked like a charm. If it's watertight, which I can't imagine it would be.
There's no pressure on it, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
I think worst case it would back up into the tub rather than spill out over. Into the
Yeah, because
yeah.
you know, there's no pressure on it, and it's
Exactly.
past the gasket, so it has to be able to drain.
Exactly.
And you know, it can't back up because you know that rubber is ribbed for her pleasure.
That's right. For draining pleasure.
Well, let's get the faucet in so we can do a flood test.
All right.
Works like a charm. Love it. Love it. They definitely gained a customer from me. Can't even see it. It's so cool. Only from the back end though. definitely the go-to drain for freestanding tubs from now on, without a doubt. Hey, if you enjoyed that video and you learned something, consider being a Patreon member. $5, $10, $15 a month would help me greatly produce more videos. I make nothing from YouTube at all. If you're gonna call me for advice, please donate $50 for 30 minutes. My link to my PayPal and my Patreon account is down below. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get immediate notifications as soon as I post videos. And thank you very much for your support.